hopefully. I'll tell you in a minute. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just make sure, see if we are or not.
Why do you put your computer upstairs, or is it all set up?
It's all set up downstairs, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we are live. That's right. Happy days.
I've actually got my phone on against my sink on the washing machine with the knob on top in my front room, in my living room.
Right, let me just share it out and then we'll know where we're going in and then we can get going.
And you boys watching snooker?
No,
I was before I came up.
Yeah. Sean Murphy's smashing it.
I don't watch the snooker, to be fair, anymore. I used to watch it quite a bit.
Yeah. He got 147 yesterday, Sean Murphy, didn't he?
And then he snookered himself on another day, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's on the Women's Super League? Let's see anyone.
Man United, Man City, isn't it?
Yeah, I just see it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, welcome to the Manager's View this Sunday night, and of course joining me as usual for the first time this year as well is of course Mark from Welwyn Garden City and of course Paul from Ware. Evening, guys. How are you?
All good, Dave. Thank you, mate. Happy New Year.
Yeah, and to you as well. Or is it Happy Easter?
Yeah, not far away.
So, I mean, games. I mean, it looks like I suppose firstly we should say, Paul. It looks like Mr. Moneybags has got his wallet out again, and away he goes again with 3 more.
You know what? It's funny, really, Dave, because everyone then rings me or texts me, says, "Where's he get his money from?" So he's a little bit shrewd, our Mr. Weathers. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, I'm not going to believe a word he says anymore.
No, I've been very fortunate. I've had Roman Abramovich. He's both give me a little bit, mate. So
yeah, well, you can't have that money. You know, it's Russian money. So you probably... Did they play yesterday, Mark? Them new signings?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, straight in, mate. Straight in.
How did you get Lewis back then? Because I've obviously not getting game time at Enfield.
He went to Bedford, didn't he? He went to Bedford on dual reg from Enfield, and he weren't playing at Bedford. He's coming on for the last 10, 15 minutes. And I'm close with Taff. Good power, so yeah, just persuaded him really.
So, I mean, talking about Bedford, I mean, what's your opinions of the breaking news in the last few days?
For me, I don't know. I mean, what makes me a bit... I think, listen, it can only be a good thing for Bedford, the town of Bedford, who have one team, and everyone it pulls forward. There'll be a bit of a force, I think, and they'll do extremely well. What I don't get is let's be honest, it probably won't happen till the summer. What happens if they win the league? Bedford go up, maybe, because they're in the playoffs. So one team is then going to be not in the league above or above that, whatever. I imagine they're going to go with Bedford Town. Maybe change. I don't know if they're changing now. I don't know the legalities and all that. But that just means that if Bedford win the league, let's just say for arguments, Bedford win the league, Burko comes second. Yeah, they both go up. Bedford then, Real Bedford then pull out. And then that to me tells me the only one who's going to benefit here is someone who's got relegated again.
100%.
Oh, wrong. Huh?
What 1,000,000%? The only way they benefit is a team in the league above will get a reprieve, or they'll get they'll stay up,
Yeah.
and someone in our division will lose out on a playoff spot. Even if Real Bedford win the playoffs or go up, I think it limits the step 4 club and favours the step 3 club.
Mm.
But listen, I couldn't care less in terms of it doesn't affect me at the minute. You know, in terms of Bedford, I think like Paul said, great for Bedford area. I know there's a few fans of Bedford Town not happy with it, but listen, as I'm saying, at the minute it doesn't affect me. Good luck to the town, but until it does affect us, and if we come just outside the playoffs and we miss out the spot and a team in the league above gets saved, then I might have a bit of a moan up. But we'll see.
I don't think I've always been very strong that I don't think the teams in the league should get shouldn't get a reprieve. So I think that it should be the team that have fought hard all season. They've been up the top of their league, and then they're the ones who should go up. And for that, the one who had get relegated and the one who does finish third, they should maybe have a playoff. But to be fair, it's a tricky one that. But no, I think it should go to the team that finishes third in the league below, because they've worked extremely hard, got where they need to be. That's just my personal views. I just don't think that's the way to do it. Ain't right, but.
Well, wouldn't that not necessarily be a bit more of an issue then? Say for instance it's all confirmed, done and dusted before the playoffs. Then what? So say for instance, Berkhamsted win the league, Bedford, Real Bedford are in the playoffs, and it gets all confirmed, and Bedford Town are safe in step 3, and then all of a sudden it's announced before the playoffs.
I can't see that happening, Dave. I think they'll both finish the seasons and it'll happen in the summer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying it'll be confirmed that that's what's going to happen at the end of the season. So it's already confirmed that that's what they're going to do. They're going to merge together. What is the scenario then when it gets to playoffs? If say Real Bedford finish second or third or whatever else,
it'll be after the season playoffs, and it'll be like May, June, July, whatever. They'll go through all the legalities now. They'll get the solicitors working on it, etc., etc. I cannot see it being done during the season.
I've heard that no matter what happens, if say for instance Real Bedford don't get promoted, when they merge, or if they merge, they'll merge into step 4. If they don't get promoted, it's always the lowest ranked team who gets. They can't. So it stops any rich owners from buying a place in the league above. Yeah, does that make sense? So if Real Bedford don't get promoted and they stay in step 4, when they merge, Bedford Town will essentially come into step 4 with Real Bedford as a joint enterprise.
I don't really know all that legalities, mate. I don't know. I just think that they'll get round that. It doesn't matter that they're going to both be in the same league more than likely. I don't know whether they'll get promoted or not. There's 4th in their league, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, that's another thing, though. What happens if Bedford Town get promoted?
That's what I'm saying.
If both Bedfords get promoted, then what happens? It's a madness. Who knows? We have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. So, with your games over the weekend, do you want to start first, Paul?
Yeah, thanks, Dave. I think we all realise and understand that we're going through that stage in the season where we cannot seem to buy a win for love nor money. We put in a good show last week against Real Bedford, and I felt that we was probably a bit unlucky not to get something out of that game with the chances that we had in the first half and the second half beginning. And then I knew it was going to be a tough game against Clarkie. It's always a tough game. And again, that we should have done so much better for the goals. Especially the first goal, where it just seemed to walk through people and get his shot off and score. Disappointed, very disappointed at the moment. The way at the moment, I've got my head banging against the wall. Just can't seem to turn it around at the moment. And if it's not done sooner or later, then, and I've said it many times before, we'll end up going into that bottom half where it could be a relegation battle. So, and we've got Enfield next week. We've got Burko the week after. So, we went 1-0 down. Second half, we played much better. And unfortunately, where Fred has kept us in the game in the first half, a couple of quality saves, top drawer. He just didn't get his body behind the ball, and he dropped it, and it trickled over the line, and probably scored a goal a bit late on, really. But even right in the last death, we had a chance, but it was just maybe about a half chance. But yeah, for me, I've never ever made 3 subs at half time. I can't recall doing it in my life, not in a competitive game. I made the 3 subs, had an effect, but again, we are, giving the ball away. We're not doing our jobs properly. We're not working as a unit. We're not working as. But first half, listen, 2-1. It ain't. We're not a million miles away. We just need that bit of luck that sometimes you get in football, and maybe turn it around. But at the moment, I'm looking about, and I'm not saying sign 3 players, but I've got my eye. I'm looking at players. I might just get a player in on Wednesday, but we'll wait and see what happens there. But yeah, listen, we're a bit depleted. I ain't gonna lie. The lads are down, and maybe we just get back on the training ground Tuesday and start working on things that we need to work on.
Talk to us as well about this absolutely mental game of football on Tuesday night.
I'd rather not mention it. It was only a cup game. It was a bit mad, wasn't it? 6 penalties and 11 goals. So can't be a bad thing, but yeah, it's just one of those games. It's so weird, because in the first 2 minutes we had the chance to go 1-0 up. And by half time we're 5-0 down, and we've got it back to a bit more respectable. But yeah, listen, we just again weren't at the races. It was just poor from us all round. It was terrible, actually. So very disappointed. And to get 6 penalties in a game, I don't know. I've never ever known it in my life.
Well, a dirty game then.
Nah, the penalties were, other than probably one, they were just fouls in the penalty trips and that. And I don't think the one Fred saved, I didn't think was a penalty. So yeah, it is what it is. And it was it was a strange game.
I mean, with it, as you said, you got Enfield away at your favourite ground as well, and next game up, and then sort of you're gonna be taking on Chrissy's Berkhamsted.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we've got. It's a tough month for us, to be fair. Tough month, and I just don't know where we're going to get that little bit of lady luck at the moment. So we'll just have to wait and see where we are, and hopefully be able to turn it around. It'll turn around, but we just have to hopefully it's sooner rather than later. I'll be honest with you.
Mm.
So,
I'd say Mark, yours at the weekend.
Yeah, 2-2 with Tame. Just a funny old game, really. Overall, I felt we deserved the win, and that's probably I'm really honest with my reflection. I thought we played Leighton last week, and I thought Leighton should have beat us. We was lucky to get a point. So, but this time round, 2-2 with Tame. We started really unreal. To be fair, first 20 minutes we started like a house on fire. Got a goal, could have scored another to go 2-0 up. Would have probably killed the game off that early.
Mm.
Football is football, and within another say 15, 16 minutes, they're now 2-1 up. But they had the next 25 minutes of the first half. They finished strong, and then second half, it was all us, really, in my opinion. Missed a penalty, which changes the games, as you know. That would have made it 2-2, and it would give us longer to score the third. But listen, you can't always score your penalties. So yeah, that's what it was, David. It was just a game of two teams actually trying to win. But it was very important that we didn't lose that game. Based on points, they would have been 7 points in front of us, the game in hand. So it was vital we didn't lose that game. But a win would have done us a massive favour. But yeah, so since the turn of the year, we haven't won a game. We've drawn 2. So yeah, unbeaten in 6th, which is a nice stat to say. But we've got to stop drawing. We've got to turn these draws into wins.
We're doing what up a few weeks back, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah. And then 5 of them were draws, I think.
That's it. You'd rather lose a couple, wouldn't you? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so listen, we're still fighting away. Football changes within a week or two, so hopefully the picture changes. But we've got a difficult one coming up, Real Bedford. I went and watched them against Paul's lot. They've got a game plan, and it's just about implementing it at training this week, and fingers crossed it works.
I don't think them pictures are going to be changing soon, mate. We ain't had that snow yet, have we?
No. But good luck to Real Bedford trying to play on our pitch.
Is it your gaff?
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of in favour. I don't think they'll change. They're not like obviously against Paul. Like, obviously you agree with me, Paul. They pass really well and they're good at what they do, but they've got that long ball in for Satchel. Right, I think it's a tremendous player, the right sided forward. But they do like to turn it at times for a bit of pace in behind. So they've got a mixture style, but I don't think that's them all game. So yeah, we've got a game plan, and I think hopefully it comes into fruition.
So tell us about your 3 new signings other than Mr. Taft, of course everybody knows about. Tell us about your other 2 signings.
Yeah, so Panny played for Hadley. He played against us on Boxing Day, and it's no secret that I would never touch a Hadley player through my relationship with Clarkey. So Panny had an honest conversation with Clarkey, and he decided to leave because he worked for game minutes.
Penny, who?
Again, he's got a Greek name, Panathos. Boxer, his surname is.
He played.
He played for what?
Played for me years ago.
Oh, really?
His brother did as well.
Yeah, I think his brother's at Cottbus, is it right?
Where?
Where's he? Oh no, he's at Haringey Borough.
They wouldn't they last year?
Yeah.
Oh, New Salami, sorry.
Yeah, but I think his brother at Haringey now. New Salamis, yeah, that's right. They're both there. But yeah, so I see him on Twitter. Like he left Hadley, so spoke to Clarkey, and yeah, got him in. That's Panny. Obviously, he's a midfielder / defender. I bought him as a defender. And Nick is a loan signing for St Albans. It's no secret that I've been struggling to replace Bailey since he's left. So yeah, he's just a young forward-attacking player from St Albans. We've got a bit of a relationship with St Albans because we've got Charlie McDonald as well on loan from them. So yeah, just trying to fill some holes up top. To be fair, because we haven't been scoring as many as I like. So it looked better yesterday, though. It did look better. Going forward, looked a bit more lively than we have done the last few weeks. So hopefully, yeah, they'll only get better with more time around the squad. But Nick's only a month loan, and see how he gets on.
Is he around for the big 2 games then, Bedford and Berkhamsted?
He will be, yeah. Loan finishes on 9th of February.
Right.
8th or 9th of February, so I think Burko's the 4th. So yeah, he'll be there for Rabbit and Burko, and we've got 2 games in between. I think Northwood and Northley. So yeah, he'll be there for the next 4 games, and we'll see what we do after that. Really,
He'll be well pleased then, won't he? Northley on the Tuesday night. Oh, so on a Saturday.
No, Saturday.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of my players will be. If that gets called off, I think we're all sick. If it gets on the Tuesday night, we'll be ill. But no, yeah. So no, really good signs. And like you say, Taffy, I think for me personally, my humble opinion, I think he's the best player in the league. He's a step 2 player in my opinion. He scored against Torquay this year, his first game of the season. So He's an unbelievable boy, and like Paul said at the start, done some true signings just through my contacts, and I promise you that now my budget hasn't moved since the start of the season. I've just been very lucky. I know it costs a laugh, but I can honestly say I've just done some really good talking, and my relationships help. So that's all good. So I'm really pleased.
So they're all on a £5 a week then, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose there is a couple of people out there that like him, Dave, to be fair.
Like me.
Yeah, you.
Just got to know the right people, Paul.
I know. I think all my contacts are retired now, no?
I'm not far away, to be fair.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, hopefully do this and we have another run of games and get the points on the board. So, long way to go yet, Dave. Long way to go. A lot more points to be playing for.
I mean, one of the final questions to ask both of you. Be interested to get your views on it, and it didn't involve your two sides, of course, but it'd be very interesting to see what you think about it. I mean, when you get a top of the table clash, Berkhamsted against Real Bedford, and it's very, very tight, and the referee sends a player off, and it happens to be the goalkeeper as well, and then you end up losing the game. Was it 5-1? Was it? I think it was. Whatever it was, and then the FA overturned the red card. I mean, you've probably seen the footage of it as well, and it was probably an absolute shocking decision. That in all fairness could cost them the league. I mean, how would you feel about it if you was the manager?
Was it a shocking decision though, Dave? Was it like you got to put yourself in it? We've got a different angle to the referee, right? Now you got to think from where Satchel ran across the keeper and where the referee was. It's an hard one. But we had the camera angle come from the side where you can see he hasn't touched him. But it's difficult for referees, and I think it's easy to blame referees. I'm the first one to moan at referees, but it's a hard one for the ref. But I will be fuming if I was Chris, for sure, that you lose the game. It hasn't affected the league title for sure. They're still within it, but I'll be fuming if I wasn't on that side, and I might keep it get sent off. But you can't blame the ref in that situation based on the angle he was at. In my opinion, and I can't believe I'm backing a ref here.
I still ain't seen it, to be fair. I've got it on my phone, but I ain't seen it, so I can't comment on the sending off. And some people have a spare keeper. Remember, you don't see many teams have spare keepers now on the bench, do you? But yeah, I don't know. I've not seen it, and I don't know. I don't think it'll affect the league. I don't think it'll go down because to that one game, if they win the league by 2 points, then you'll know it's affected it. That has affected it. So, yeah, I mean, with that, and it's every level really. The training has to come in, and I think that they make some strange decisions, all referees. But we criticise them and blah blah. But it's never going to change. Yeah. You look at the handball yesterday, the Arsenal game, innit? At first, I didn't think that was handball. I thought he hit his stomach. But I suppose there's photos to show and replays to show that he did hit his hand. So
I think on that subject, I think one of the funniest things about all of that was I think it was Chris Sutton on Radio 5 saying he put it in like Maradona in the World Cup. You think so? Come on, mate. You're having a laugh. The bloke's just fired it at him from close range. You know what I mean? He's not even done anything like that at all. But it was quite funny.
Bloody pundits, mate. Sometimes I just don't know what. I'm listening to on the Talk Sport the other day, and they want, because Arsenal scored their goal from a corner that weren't a corner. How many times have we seen that this year? Or even that it shouldn't have been a throw, and it shouldn't have been a corner, it shouldn't have been a goal, it shouldn't have been this. And then they want to itemise everything. I just think the game's gone, mate.
And even with that situation, you couldn't tell without, as you said, without seeing like a still picture or the right angle, whether or not it did come off of the Arsenal player for a goal kick or if he was off the pitch in the first place. It's a very difficult angle. As you were talking about angles with referees earlier on, there's angles there. You can't really tell one way or the other without actually physically getting the right camera angle to tell you whether it was a goal kick or a corner anyway.
True, but I mean, with that Burko game, I should watch it really, but is the linesman not in a good position to see or not? If you're saying run across,
I mean, it for me, just the attacker's gone in and he's just sort of jumped over and jumped on the floor. The keeper was like, it was a. I can see what Mark's saying to the referees in a certain angle. You probably would give it because that's what you look like. But when you actually see it from the angle of the video, he just runs and just jumps over him and jumps on the floor. It's just you think, good sake, yeah, it's just incredible.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it after I finish. I just haven't watched it, but just been yeah. But listen, the decisions like that change games. It does, and we've all been there where something's happened in a game that the referees maybe been thought at, but as much as we have a go on, they ain't got the easiest job.
No, not at all. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate you coming on again tonight and giving up your Sunday evenings yet again. And of course, don't forget to join us tomorrow night. It is the Merthyr Town special tomorrow night. It's 5 or 6 members of the Merthyr team, backroom team as well, coming on, and committee is also coming on as well. And we get to talk about a great man as well, of course, in Anthony Hughes, who it's a year this week since he passed away, the Southern League chairman. So we'll get to talk about him and Merthyr tomorrow night from 7 o'clock live on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow night. But for tonight, a massive thank you to Paul, massive thank you to Mark, and for everybody else for watching. And just say good night.
Good night, everyone.
Cheers, gents.
Recording
Recording stopped.
Just 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds because we're still on.